welcome back to Archery Northwest. Again, we are live here at Endless Archery in Nampa, Idaho. We are here for their 3D open buckle shoot. This is the final 15 targets for the day, and actually the whole weekend. And so shooters are just coming back after having lunch. They are getting their bows set back up, and we will be underway here momentarily with live footage of the shooters and their targets.
And
Shooters to the line.
they're getting ready. They're pulling them up. And while they're getting ready to shoot, let's hit our intro. Let's see if we can find something here while
Got
they're.
a bunch of holes out here on target.
Yeah, some of us need to remember we need scorecards too.
Hey Ryan, the tournament is today. It started at 9.
All right. After the last scoring arrow today, we will stay live. It'll take them a little bit to sort out the scorecards, and we'll make sure that we stay tuned in for that and then get ready for the awards. So there'll be checks or cash that they pass out, and then there'll be the buckles that they pass out too. And for the buckles that they're going to be inscribing, they're going to just have a demo buckle so that for the pictures and the opportunity
Awesome.
for that, so that the winners have it in their hand. So
Excellent.
that's pretty cool. They're getting ready to do that. So we're set up on the same group that we left with for lunch. They've shifted over to the alligator. So you can see the tail of the crocodile in the background there, just off to the right.
Yeah.
But the alligator is a much smaller animal. Prospectively, it's a pretty big 150 pound target, but I'm sure that crocodile's 200 pounds plus for that thing. It takes 3 people to handle it. But they're getting ready to shoot right now.
Okay,
Oh, he hit the branch on that.
so he
I
did clip the branch.
Yep. So I don't know if he'll have seen that or not. He'll wonder what's going on. He may not have seen it, but we'll talk to him when we go up there and let him know that we saw that arrow clip that branch. And that'll explain how it went off target or offline for him. He's wondering if he, I think he's talking through it. He's wondering if he executed a good shot. And there could have been some of that as well. But, but the reality is since it hit that branch, it could easily deflect it into a different direction.
Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. I just dropped the mic. So let's see where that last gentleman's arrow hit. So just inside where Colby's had hit. Can't tell if
Yeah,
that
that one
is-
looks like it's in a 10 ring right there. I see the top of that ring. It's pretty chewed up and dark in there where it's a little pitted out.
There we go. That should be on there a little bit more secure, and maybe we won't blow your eardrums out the rest of the afternoon. Oh.
So while we're waiting on that last arrow, last arrow's out there of that group of 3.
So that looks like top of the 11 maybe, or
Yeah.
still a 10.
Everybody's shooting a little tall on that target. So it could just be they didn't double check the distance with a rangefinder, or they're favoring a little tall because there's some debris down below and they don't want to hit that stick that's laying right at the bottom of the insert. One of the things, as we have a little time, we'll talk about the categories or the divisions. So to come out and shoot these, you don't have to be an expert archer. You can be a beginning archer too. So you might break or lose an arrow. That's okay, because everybody's going to do that as they learn anyway. But if you choose to shoot in the adult championship here, remember it's a 70% payback. So it's $125 for both days to shoot in the championship, which means you have no mulligans, which means your score stands as you shoot it. So it doesn't matter if you're male, female, everyone that shoots in the championship is qualified to win 70% of that purse back.
Gotcha.
So the youth championship is $75, and it's a 70% payback as well. And then if you're not in the championship division, like Carl was explaining earlier, you can buy mulligans. So you can not like a shot, you can turn that shot into, you can scrub that shot essentially, and then you could shoot again. So the second arrow score stands. So sometimes that's worked out where a person can capitalize. They may have shot a poor first arrow, they have paid for a mulligan, or they buy a mulligan, and then they shoot again and they shoot a 10 or an 11, so it makes up the difference there and it's worth it. But sometimes you can have an 8 hoping for a 10 or 11 and shoot a worse shot and shoot a 5.
Which we saw earlier today.
Yeah, we saw that exact thing earlier, and they get that 5 because you get the score of the second arrow.
Right. And unfortunately for that individual, it was a double point target, which so they originally shot an 8, which would have given them 16 points because it was a tiny little mosquito at about 50 yards. Then they shot their mulligan, and they shot a 5. So they ended up only getting 10 points as opposed to the 16 that they would have had. So we'll go with Joe now to see how they did.
Yep, the branch got hit, so I don't know if he thinks it's a poor shot or if he got a little deflection. So sometimes that comes into play. So I'd imagine in your brain you were thinking, what'd I do?
Yeah, it might have been a little bit of both.
Yeah, and we talked about that. So
I think it broke a little high, and that's probably why it hit the branch. I think that if I'd shot where my pin wanted to be, it probably would have gone under it.
yeah, so it would probably just cleared, but you helped it. All right, well, shoot good the rest of the day, guys.
Thanks, Joe.
All right. So it sounds like there was a mixture maybe of limb deflection, branch limb deflection, as well as maybe just simply a poor executed shot. So we will see who's coming up next, what target Joe is going to show. Again, if you are watching from home and would like to see a specific target, would like to see a specific shooter, would like to have somebody interviewed, feel free to give us a shout on the chat. Go ahead and type that comment in, and we'll see if we can accommodate that for you.
Clear on the left.
All right, looks like we're going to be focusing on target number 16, this crocodile. Again, Joe was just mentioning the size difference between that alligator versus this crocodile target. This is significantly a larger target, and it is a pretty tough target as far as aiming reference and knowing exactly where that kill shot is. So we'll look here and see if we can see the shooters. And that looks like a solid shot. Again, you don't know for sure, and I think Joe would know, having been down maybe closer to the target. Looks like
that
looks like a pretty solid shot, maybe a high.
Yeah, that looks like it's it. So I believe the 10 ring on that is just right where they hit. So it might be 1 inch taller to be in the middle of that target, right before that little scale above it. That one, I think, is a little bit too high and right, based off of where the shadow looks like it's going into the foam. But that's still a good shot, too.
So this gentleman is at full draw.
I didn't see his go in there.
Not sure if
There is a shadow up in his neck, just in front of his. I can't tell if that's a seam where his leg intersects behind that bush, but I'm looking for shadows. There looks like there's a shadow just above that green knock that's coming down. He's shooting a
I
dark
see
fletched
that.
arrow,
Yep,
so
yep.
since there's a shadow there, it looks like there's another shaft there that the light's just catching. All right, we're just straightening out a little bit of audio here. All right. I think that'll work right there. We're just cleaning up our volume a little bit so that it doesn't pick up as much background noise. And he's shooting a dark fletch also. It looks like he's shooting target 17, the one that's just getting ready to draw back there, so he's not on that crocodile. But it looks like they shot that target pretty good. We'll go down and check it out, and then we'll reposition the camera over to the little end. We've got some pretty cool animals over there. There's Hogzilla, another boar, turkey, the cobra's over there too. So we'll take a minute and reposition that and get you set up to see something that you might not have seen yet.
Outstanding. So Joe will head down range and we'll maybe see how things went as we pull these arrows. We might be able to just locate. Just kidding. So So archers now are down at their targets. They are scoring their arrows. So the youngsters that are shooting today, they only have 15 targets, whereas the young adults and adults shoot 30 targets. However, some of those older youth, although they are only shooting 15 targets, they are getting a chance to shoot 2 arrows at each of those targets. So they still get to shoot 30 shots. They're just not shooting that further distance that the young adults and adults are going to be shooting. So as we come back, we will get situated and see how people are doing as far as scores for the day. Again, some of these shooters have shot both yesterday and today, whereas some of them just had the opportunity to come out and shoot just the one day today. So again, that just makes it nice so that those who maybe have to work on a Saturday or work on a Sunday or go to a church on Sunday, that they have the option to still participate in the tournament and enjoy the shoot, but they are not necessarily in the running for the buckle or the championship prize, if you will. So we got some spinning arrow action there. Looks like we've got, oh, this looks like a pretty mean animal here. Those eyes look piercing. So we'll get set up, see some new shooters. Representing my straight out of arrow shirt. Notice all my arrows are broke because I shoot bare bow. Just kidding. Well, I do shoot bare bow, but I don't break all my arrows. But and nor do a lot of bare bow shooters. So here we are, Joe. Tell us about this target. The eyes look fierce.
Yeah, that's a black wolf, so it's a pretty mean target. I'd like to actually be in a unit that I could shoot exactly that, like an alpha male wolf.
All right, and so here are the archers that are going to be shooting. It looks like the gentleman drawing back right now.
Black and gray hat.
Yep. Let's see how he does.
So it's a hard target to shoot at for the first arrow because you can barely see the shoulder. You had to have looked through binos to see where to aim. But he's got a bright pink fletch, so now that's going to be a reference for everyone else. If he had a dark fletch, that would be near impossible to aim off of.
Correct.
But if the next person looks through binos and they see that he's a touch low in the dot, and I think he may have shot a 10, it's hard to tell from here, they'll be able to aim an inch or two above that arrow as a reference. And again, that's why everybody rotates who shoots first. Makes a big difference, so no one stands an advantage or a disadvantage.
So again, if you are at home and you want to play Let's Call the Arrow.
Yeah, you call the shot.
You call the shot. Yeah, that sounds better than
you
Let's
call the shot.
Arrow.
Is that pink arrow a 10 or is it an 8? It's obviously in the insert. Oh, that looks solid.
That looks pretty solid.
Yeah,
there.
I can't tell if the
might be a 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
11 or
better elevation for sure. And there is an app that people use on their phone, and there's cards, but there's an app that shows you where the kill is for specific insert sizes. You know, when you're scoring, it allows you to pull it up to be able to tell where to aim if you don't have good binos that can pick out the lines very well.
That would be helpful for new shooters to the 3D archery scene, would be to have those aiming references. So that looks like it's more inside.
So it's up a little higher on the shoulder, so we'll see when we go down there. From our monitor, we can't tell exactly if that's centered in the 10 ring or if it should be shifted back in line with that pink arrow, but at the elevation they currently are.
Right, it looks like the last shooter on that target, and
He
he's
shot forward
just
of that.
outside.
Yep. So he's looking at it. He gave a little look of disdain, so he wasn't super happy with it. I think he knew he had the elevation right, but he either pushed that shot or held off and didn't mean to hit where he did. So he could tell when he shot it wasn't what he expected to hit. So this second half again is 15 arrows for score. They've already started scoring. So after this is over, they'll have finished these last 15 arrows that they shoot for the day. Basically, they're going to add up all the scores, and then the chips fall where they may. If you're in the adult championship class, there were no mulligans to buy or anything to be had. Same thing for the youth championship. So score, just the final score counts. So each day there's a total possible score of 330 points with a total ag of 660. So we'll see how it was yesterday. I'll try to get a copy of that board, of the leaderboard from yesterday, to see who was in what place. So I'll step away and we'll reposition the cameras, and I'll see if I can get that sent to me.
All right, well, that would be great. We can kind of update you on where standings were from yesterday. Got people arriving still to watch. Maybe some that wish they were out doing something else, like maybe playing baseball or softball. So, but they're here supporting their siblings and their friends that are shooting. So it's great to see. So as we're waiting on those scores, I was recognizing that there are a number of different style of releases that people shoot in a tournament like this. You're going to have command style releases that you have the ability to just either punch the trigger or with your thumb make it go off. So you could maybe make your pointer finger make it go off, or a thumb. I also saw a gentleman that looked like he had a tension release. So on a tension release, he's going to keep his hand kind of on a safety oftentimes, and when he comes back and gets situated with his anchor point, he's then going to take his thumb off of that safety, and then it will just be a matter of tension as he pulls back and increases that poundage, and then it will be more of a surprise shot, a little bit more of a surprise execution. In addition to the tension release, there's going to be those that are shooting a true hinge style release. With the hinge, oftentimes it's going to have a hook on there that at a certain point, when that hook rotates to a certain point, you may have a click on there, just like a 10,000ths click, that it will make a sound, an audible click sound, that you're almost ready for it to disengage. So clearly I not doing this exact with my finger, but maybe at some point today we can get a closer look at some of those different style releases. So again, a lot of hunters will use a wrist strap that will have a pointer finger or an index trigger. There is the handhelds that will have a thumb, so you'll come and anchor here, and then you'll have a tension release that it's a certain amount of poundage or pressure, as you're pulling back to engage, and then the hinge style that is often, people refer to as a back tension, though it is, just a matter of kind of it rotating that hinge, and when it gets to a certain angle, it comes off. So I'm sure there are people out there that could describe those different release aids better than I can, but that gives you a general idea. So
Yeah, I was told I could
as
sing a
we're
song, but I guess I
waiting
solo,
to
so
see the next set of targets and the next set of shooters,
then I offered to sing backup.
looks like
They said,
we get to
yeah,
see a
sing
little
backup,
bear
way back up in the hills.
and shooters coming off. So I do apologize. It does seem like the sound is being a little bit temperamental today. So I apologize again if it's we're coming in hot sometimes, and other times it may be difficult to hear. So I know that can be frustrating when you're watching, and we are doing our best to keep an eye on that and monitor so that we can adjust that sound so we get a consistent sound coming through. All right, I see Joe's done some repositioning, so let's see here. Well, this target looks like people are pretty solidly hitting 11s. You can see it's almost shot out in that 11. For sure the whole 10 ring is shot out, but gives you just a good recognition as to, how important having those inserts that you can replace, because you see the rest of the animal doesn't have too many shots and is staying well intact, but that you can see how that insert would get chewed up, and then would be hard to be able to call the arrow, determine if it was an 11 or a 10 as those scoring lines get shot out. So here we go. We will see our shooters here. Looks like we're on target 5. So Heather is up next. Heather looks like she is shooting a Bowtech. And Joe, as you were doing some repositioning, I gave it a go at explaining some of the different release mechanisms that would be out there with the pointer release, a thumb trigger, a tension, and then a,
Back tension or a hinge.
a back tension or a hinge, yes.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I thought maybe at some point we might be able to kind of hone in on seeing a couple of those different releases as you
Sure.
engage
Well,
with some
we'll
of the
stay on
shooters.
Heather and Kathy there, so I'm not sure if they're shooting the same style of release or not, but whatever style they're shooting, we'll have them step in front of the camera after they shoot this and score it,
Outstanding.
and then see what they're shooting. Okay, I saw Kathy, it looked like
She
she
just
cocked
clicked
a sear
something.
or clicked a sear on that, so it cocks it, so she's shooting a thumb button. So that's we kind of nickname them the T-handle, so you'll see when you take a look at it up close. So she's going to actuate or move her thumb to execute that. So there's a couple of ways to shoot a thumb button. You can either move your thumb into the little barrel that's going to cause it to shoot, or you can just rotate your thumb a little bit, or rotate your shoulder, and the more pressure that you build up on the back tension, the more it's going to push the barrel into your thumb, and it's going to shoot it essentially without you knowing exactly when it's going to execute. And you're treating those like back tension release, so you're not trying to make your thumb move, you're trying to just hold your thumb in the same spot and rotate the release into your thumb.
Gotcha. So, although we call them command style releases, oftentimes people are trying to still shoot those using a back tension and having a clean kind of surprise shot.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's see their shots there on the number 5. Looks like one maybe just in at 3 o'clock, and one maybe just on the 10 line,
Yeah,
maybe.
that's
It's
yeah.
hard to see again.
Those are both 10s for sure. It looks like that green fletched arrow could be catching an 11, depending on how big the 11 ring is on that. But they're definitely both 10s. I see the line that's holding inside of that.
Fantastic. So I know that we had reached out to Carl to see if we could get some scores from yesterday's standings, and looks like he's planning on sending those to us. So as soon as we can get those up, we'll try to post them on here for you, just so you can kind of see where people are sitting.
All right, so we'll see if we can do it this way. It's pulled up right now, so this will show you Saturday scores here. So this is, as it stands, the chick boys and the chick girls. That's the age group, just so you know. So,
Not to be confused with chicks.
and then the cub boys as well. So you see those scores, and on beside the chick boys, just to the right of that is the women's open. So that's the scores that you have there. Remember, the possible score was 330. And you have the women's senior to the right of the chick girls. Then you got the Cubs boys, and then the men's bow hunter as well. So they're not in numeric order. It's just where they were input into the system. So you see
Gotcha.
that looks like Brandon Rogers is leading day 1 in the men's bow hunter with a 289. And next to that is right under there is Chris Reinhardt. So he's just behind him. So I'd imagine they looked at those scores yesterday, and they're knowing that they're in the running for that buckle and for that opportunity. Underneath that, you got the Cub girls, and then the young adult boys, and then here's that men outlaw that we're talking about. So there's going to be, that's where you can have a mover sight, but you can't have a lens or any kind of electronics on the bow.
So Paul Frederick shooting pretty solid there. He's just he's plus 23. Is that
Yep.
what you would say?
Yep.
Or he's-
So par would be 300 with 30 extra points available for shooting 11s. So he's 23 up from yesterday. So that's some good shooting. Jonathan Davis with a 319 is very respectable score too. And the advantage of that outlaw division is you can always shoot point on. So you're not using a lens, so it's not open class or freestyle where anything goes. But you don't ever have to gap shoot, and that makes it easier to hit the what you're aiming at, because you can move the yardage to the exact yardage that you're standing at.
That's right.
Very much like a freestyle or open class, but without the magnification or the longer stabilizer to help you out.
All right, let's see those men's open scores.
Men's open, you're looking at, it looks like the top dog there yesterday was Ethan Reinhardt, probably related to,
I don't know if it's Reinhardt or Reichert.
oh, Reichert. Yeah, it looks like I see it now. It just, font was a little small for me. But 319 for that. And then heading on down to the youth champ, you got a leader yesterday was Cody.
Yeah, so speaking of that, I spoke with Cody earlier, and he, had looked at the scores. He knew that he was sitting in the lead today, and he knew that there was a little bit of wiggle room there, but he did misset his sight, and
Yep.
he did shoot a 0 today. So although that could cause a kid to kind of spiral and maybe, or even an adult, let's be honest, it caused him to kind of buckle down and really focus and recognize that he needed to keep it together in order to stay in the game. So that is one of the advantages to knowing kind of where you sit. Sometimes if you feel like you have, and I'm not saying this is what happened with Cody at all, but if you feel like you have a pretty solid lead, you might get quote unquote lazy out there, or not be quite as engaged. and then accidents or mistakes happen at that point. In this case, he thought he was shooting a different target than he was actually stepped up to. So I can't remember exactly, but he was either on the 15 shooting line, but he thought he was shooting target 14, or whatever the case. So that is, unfortunately, things that happen in the archery game. And like I said, keeping your head in the game and not beating yourself up too much and moving on to the next target, staying with it mentally and engaged in your shot process is going to help you power through struggles that you face throughout the day. So looks like we've got set up again on this bear. Again, with it being all black, it's a tough target to be able to reference.
Yeah, and this is a long shot too, so this is going to be in that 45 plus yards, I think, right at there.
And who's shooting this one?
That looks like, I think it's Kathy. I stayed on Kathy and Heather because I want to show their release after they shoot this, because they're going to stand off the line for a few minutes waiting on the range to clear. And that'll let me talk to them about their
All right, so it looks
release.
like just low out of the 10, maybe.
Yeah, it looks like it's towards the bottom of the, or in between the 10 ring and the bottom of the insert, based off the angle.
Now, Kathy is a little bit vertically challenged like I am, so maybe that's an uphill shot for her. I see that maybe the arrow's going in at an angle. I'm just kidding. Or maybe I was hoping maybe it was going uphill.
Yeah,
and so
but-
the fletching was low.
But I think it's like a hellfire. So I think it's like this. It's going up and then
then down.
apexed and then it headed straight back down.
So those of us who don't shoot maybe as fast of bows, as we go those longer distances, it's gonna go. Woo. Oh, here we go again. That was my sound effects. Let's see, Heather. Heather looks like she's inside that 10 line.
Yep.
Right there at 4 o'clock.
And I'm gonna go
And,
talk to them and see what releases they're shooting.
All right. That sounds good. So, again, if you are watching, you're friends with Kathy, or Kathy, if you watch this later, no hard feelings there about the vertically challenged. It is the way it is. All right, so let's go over here and we'll see if we can check out these releases. Okay, we're gonna give me just a second.
On, draw back to your anchor point, get somewhat settled is what I do. Take off the safety, normally I have the pressure, and then I will rock it through is what I do.
So the angle is what causes that sear to open up, and then it just lets the string go. But that one does have a safety, and I thought it was a thumb button, but Heather, you're shooting a thumb button, right? So it's got a sear, so explain how you use that one, and then make sure we can, I think we're in frame there.
I hope so.
Yeah.
I hope so. Yep, so I've got the thumb button, so I lock it on, get it on my string, lock it here, draw back, and then once I'm in place, I just use the thumb to push the
So you
push
just,
it and release
you actually add pressure to your thumb to get it to shoot?
I do. I go back and forth between a hinge and this, and just sometimes this one feels better and sometimes the hinge does, but for me, yeah, I'm putting pressure on that.
Nothing
on
wrong
the
with it.
thumb.
And so some people shoot it just like you described. You're adding pressure to the button and it will squeeze it until the sear opens. Some people will wrap their thumb around it and try not to change the pressure, but rotate the release into their thumb.
I think that's the way to do it.
Well, I don't know that there's a great shooters shoot both ways, so it just depends on what your brain's saying that day. So wanted to show some people that were maybe asking about those different styles, and then we'll show somebody with a wrist strap too.
Yep.
So thanks.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, right, so that was Kathy and Heather showing us their releases there. Sorry for the delay on getting it live, but we did get to see those different styles here. So we will give us just a minute, and looks like we may get to have an interview coming up here.
Clear on the right, clear on the left. Score 'em. Hey, we hit the dot. Hey, we hit the dot.
All right, so as they're going to pull those targets, let's see back in at some scores here. We've got the men's championship. So men's championship, and it looks like the high score for yesterday was Dylan Bemis with 17 up, followed by Jason Benner, 11 up, and then Will Rankin just 2 down off of par, and Kelly Forth 3 down off of par. Over in the Senior Men's Open, looks like high score over here is going to be Greg Hudson with John Hall with 15 above par, Greg Hudson with 10 above par, and then looks like coming in third here is Dean Hill with just 2 under par. And again, Senior Open, so that age group, senior is 50 and above. If we come down here to the next, I guess it looks like there's just 3 in the Master Senior Open. Looks like the head qualifier is John Hamill here with a 309, so he's 9 above par. Then coming second is Pat Finney, 4 under par, and then Virgil Dowell is 6 under par.
And that was the start of today, so obviously those scores are going to have increased. We don't know exactly where they're at until they turn those scores in. They'll add them to the spreadsheet there after everything's been signed around, so they'll verify the scores are correct.
Mr. Ford, if you want your arrows there at the announcer's
go from there.
booth. Yeah, you, Mr.
All
Ford.
right, so this is the Cobra, and this has got a little bit cleaner view than it did last night in the smoker round.
Yeah, the smoker round, they shot at this, but they shot at it from a different vantage point, so they couldn't even see it. They just knew it was there behind the bush. So they were shooting way off to the right, and they had to shoot through the bush to hit
Sorry,
it.
I was scolding you, sir.
Smoker round's pretty fun if you didn't get a chance to see that. The video was glitchy yesterday. The bandwidth was dropping, so we were having a hard time. And today it's been pretty solid for us, so we think we got some details worked out on that. So if it was spotty yesterday, we apologize. Not anything we can do for a live feed at the time, but we made the adjustments necessary, and now I think we're rolling pretty good.
Okay, so it looks like shot may have gone through, maybe hit a little bit low.
Yeah, I can't tell. Can't tell who's shooting that target right now.
A tall gentleman, maybe.
No, it's a target 5, so, or it's either 5 or 4. So if
It's 4, so
then there may not be anyone on that target this time, and we'll just skip it and watch some archer shoot there.
Yeah, it didn't hit anything. I watched it. All downrange. Sometimes those are weird. They hit like that.
all right. So it looks like as we see Alicia, who just shot there, looks like she has a wrist strap release on. John's pulling up there. Looks like he's going to have a handheld in some way, shape, or form. If you can tell where his thumb is.
And then while we're watching these archers too, you know, I want to mention that, like the score sheet we showed you earlier today, this is unofficial because sometimes people are signed up or in the wrong category or they have to be shifted around. So just be aware of that. Most everything is going to be straight on it. But if you recognize a name, it's in the wrong category, and you know they're shooting in a different category, that'll be worked out before the conclusion of the shoot. It happens on both sides. Sometimes mistakes happen on one side of the counter, and then the other side from the archers, they didn't understand what they were supposed to sign up for or the division they were shooting in. We've held a lot of shoots, and you always have to make sure all that's right at the end. That's why there's usually like a 20 or 30 minute window after the last arrow goes downrange to straighten all that stuff out.
For sure.
So we're going to leave it on the Cobra for the next group. I think that group's coming up going to shoot it next now. So I just happened to pick a target number 1 was shooting on.
I'm done, right?
Show you a little trailer of what's coming up here. We're working on last year's hunting season.
Feel like a good decision still?
All right, so that was just a hunting preview.
We're working on that video now, so hopefully we'll have it out in the next month or so. Takes a lot to edit when you're not professional or in Wi-Fi range, you know. So you got to take all that raw data and then do something with it. So we're going to get better at it, but hopefully it's a good little teaser to make you want to see the video coming up.
Absolutely.
All right, so I think the first arrow's downrange on that Cobra now, and it looks like it's drilled right in the middle. So if that's where I think it is, that's a solid 11, and so they're going to aim at the bottom of that shaft, so right where the shadow comes in, because there's a light right above that. So it bisects and creates a shadow straight down, so they're going to aim right at the base of that. If they aim at the fletch, the way that the arrow's kicked, it's going to make them shoot high. So hopefully they're seeing what they have to do and then shooting at it at the base of the shaft where it enters.
Okay, and it's the gentleman in the back. Oh, yeah. So that's good. It looks just to the left.
Yep. Good elevation, almost the same elevation as the first arrow, just about an inch to the left.
Joe, I guess I'm not seeing that right. So to me, it looks like it is lower.
There's the base of the arrow, and then it's casting a shadow down.
Oh, I thought that whole thing was a shadow. See, some of us just do not have the trained eye, but I get it now. Okay. Wish I could circle that for you viewers at home who maybe were seeing the same thing I was. Maybe none of you were. So again, Archery Northwest is who we are. We are live at Endless Archery. The goal of Archery Northwest, although we also have a pro shop or multiple pro shops in the Portland, Vancouver, and Olympia area, our goal as Archery Northwest is to promote archery in the Northwest. So whether it be attending different shoots throughout Oregon, Washington, and Idaho, whether it be interviewing manufacturers that make archery products in the Pacific Northwest, or archery clubs and archery shops. We want to focus on those individuals, those businesses, to help you know where they are and how you can support them. So we just have a few more shooters, and we are going to go downrange and see how these individuals shot. So again,
All right. I think while we have the archers downrange, we're going to show some of this equipment here. So there's all kinds of different stuff. There's freestyle or open class. There's long stabilizers. There's bow hunter freestyle. Tons of gear out here. You got guys shooting the outlaw tour. You got classic bow hunter setup. That's an outlaw category because he's got a mover sight on there. Same thing for her and him over there. He's shooting fixed pins on the other side, classic bow hunter freestyle. So there's just a ton of different options when you're shooting. Some cost more than others, obviously, and then some are just a genre or a style, just like racing. So there's Formula One, there's NASCAR, and they have different restrictions or guidelines for that equipment or those cars they're racing with. So it's the same thing in archery. You can shoot bare bow as well. You don't see any bare bow here this weekend because it's a harder competition, and there's a lot more to miss around the target. There's not a lot of backstops. So what happens in that case is you won't see as many show up because if you miss, you're hitting gravel and dirt, and they don't want to do that. So, but there is a large bare bow community here, so they have a ton of archers that are shooting. And a matter of fact, the winner of the Vegas bare bow men's category was Chip. Don't recall his last name, but he shoots out of Nampa Bow Chief, so he's a great archer, and he proved it a few weeks ago down in Las Vegas. So now we're going to catch another target. That's a doll sheep again.
Clear on the right, clear on the left.
So we get to have a young lady to interview here. So Kendall, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
So Kendall, how long have you been shooting archery?
I think shooting since I was 5.
Okay.
I'm 12 now, so
About 7 years.
yeah.
Okay, fantastic. And what got you into archery?
My dad.
Okay.
Yep.
He shoots archery.
Yep, he's the one that owns this business.
Okay, so your dad is Carl. Okay, fantastic. Okay, Kendall, so what kind of a bow do you shoot? A compound?
Yes, a compound.
A compound, okay. And do you use a handheld release?
I do.
Okay. Yeah, oh, it's
I've got
got
this-
its own little pocket holder, so a stand, is that?
Yep.
Okay, nice. And I don't know if you can see that, but let's see if we can, she's got a little release holder there. That's pretty slick. Awesome. Okay, so Kendall, do you enjoy shooting these 3D tournaments?
I
Or
do.
Do you prefer 3D over paper
I
targets?
do.
Why?
I just think it's a better experience for when you actually go hunting.
Okay. Are you a hunter?
No, not yet.
Not yet, but maybe in the future?
Yep.
Okay. Excellent. So it kind of prepares you or trains you? Awesome. So do you do other forms of archery other than just 3D or?
I do the paper archery too. But I think that's really all.
Okay. Good. Well, you coming? You having a fun time this weekend?
I am.
Good. Do you shoot all the shoots that you guys put on here at Endless Archery?
I try to.
That's awesome. Very good. Appreciate you taking the time to come and talk with us. Hope you enjoy the rest of the day and hope you continue shooting well. You're welcome. Thanks for coming by.
Okay.
All right, so that was Kendall, and Kendall is the 12-year-old daughter of Mr. Carl here at Endless Archery. So as always, it's just fun getting to chat with the youth archers here and get an idea of what they enjoy and what you know
Yeah.
makes them want to shoot.
Yeah,
So.
100%. And so they got a good youth program here too. I think yesterday I mentioned it was S3DA. It's not. It's their own program that they morphed into being because that wanted the youth in didn't necessarily targets, hot targets. They just wanted them to enjoy archery. So they did that and put a program together. So they've got a shooting staff. They have a good youth program, and hopefully, all the shops in the valley will stay strong to begin with, and they always seem to work together too. So that's good.
All right, so that doll sheep has some 3 arrows in the target. Looks like 1, 2. That one just drilled. It looks like.
Yeah, that one
drilled
looks
the
like it center
11.
punched it. Yeah.
That one just north of it. Oh my gosh. Just north of it.
Which way is north?
This
Oh,
way.
straight up.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. The one above it.
Yeah, the one above it. So I, don't expect you to know which way we're facing with regards to the North Pole. But yeah, just above it also looks to be an 11. And then looks like we may have an 8 and a 10. So. So although we have fixed a lot of the streaming issues, it looks like we're running in
Clear on the left,
to some of
clear on the
the
right.
problems we were
Score.
dealing with yesterday.
I want
So
to know what the Wolverine did to make everybody so mad that they shot the 11 with every arrow.
all right, guys, sure do apologize for that lag there. Like we mentioned, we are trying to continually update and make improvements here. So as we see things glitching out or start kind of stuttering, we're trying to make adjustments to ensure that it is a better quality feed for you. So I do apologize if that cut out for a bit. I was trying to, again, make sure that caught back up and you weren't going to have to hear me kind of stuttering and crackling. So we are back shooting here.
Can't tell if Kathy shot that arrow. I think she did, and yeah, I think it's just off to the side of the dot. It may have touched the dot. There's a looks like a knock and an arrow just at 3 o'clock off that dot now. That dot. Oh no, I see. That must be a pin or a staple holding it because there is an arrow up at the top of the insert at 11 o'clock.
Yep. I noticed that that one at 9 o'clock there, and I think that is what's holding it in.
Yeah. Okay. So it's just a pin holding the dot on place. So.
And here comes Heather.
And we'll try to catch them again. We try to get them to show their releases a few minutes ago, but we didn't have the audio right, so they don't know that yet. So we'll go
Okay, so that's
It's in-
just inside the insert, but about 2 inches out of the dot, it looks like, at 12 o'clock. We did actually get most of the footage as far as
The release.
as
Okay.
far as the release. It just was a little bit delayed on when we got started.
Okay.
So it didn't. You guys didn't hear him introducing, or Kathy and Heather, but we did get to see the specific releases. Oh, we got to get these kiddos dancing. Oh, yeah.
He must have shot pretty good.
He's happy about his shot.
All right, I think I'm going to reposition the cameras to a group of archers that we've not seen very much here, but they've been here both days, so I'll reposition it and see if we can get a couple of them coming up and shooting next.
That sounds like a plan. So much enthusiasm and excitement with these kids out here shooting. Again, it's great to see the youth division. We'd love to see it continue to grow, because like we say, they are the future of archery. And in order to keep archery alive, we need to keep introducing archery to these youngsters, in hopes that they will have the same passion and enthusiasm for the sport as many of us adults do.
A fair amount, yeah, especially like for the walk-in scene or something like that. College kids are pretty good. Not that many. Dude, the people that hang out at the Broadway bar, especially during the day.
Why would I pay for that? I'd just do it myself.
Yeah. Or they're just so old, they're like, nah, I'm not trying to get off this bar stool. That place is packed by like 10 o'clock in the day. With people that are average 60.
I probably see a lot of it.
Can you see I was having a conversation with the lady with the camera?
Everyone's very the same way.
Goodness gracious. It's just a camera. Don't lose sleep. Green on the left, green on the right. I guess we can go score them.
Yeah.
You know, you try and have one little conversation, and then people get all upset and it's my job to get tested.
So different shooters than we haven't run into is what our hope is going to be on this next camera angle.
Why is it always me that I always have to shoot against a lot of these?
I don't know. Why?
and it's just a two-person show, moving cameras around, adjusting angles, interviewing people, running the switchboards. You do see a lot that goes into just getting some film and getting some shots that we want to see. So we are just volunteers doing this, so it's not like we have a budget to pay other people to come and assist us. So although we are trying to get better as we go along, again, we are doing the best we can. We just got, it's nice to see, we've got our friends Hunter and Easton watching. Yo! So good to have you guys here. Let us know if there's something that you guys are wanting to see. Those are two of our friends from back home. Friends and family, I guess I should say. All right, so this is a decent shot here. Got a little foliage blocking, pinning again on your angle on where you're standing as far as on the lane might determine how imposed it is seeing that 11. But from this angle, we can see that it is just to the right of that branch, and then a couple inches above is going to be the 11 on that line.
And so I was just talking to him to make sure that I've not got the camera set up in his way so he can shoot. And he was shooting target 19 before, which was the wildebeest at like 51 yards, and he just hit the money dot on it. So
awesome.
So he'll be in the finals for that. And just so you know, I think we talked about it yesterday, but how the money dots work, if you see an orange dot on the center of the kill, how that works is if everyone that hits it that day gets to be in a shoot-off against each other at the end of the day, and they'll do that again this afternoon. So everybody that hits that money dot on that wildebeest will be in a shoot-off, one arrow closest to center, and the winner takes all. And if it's a $150 target, then they'll get to walk away with $150 for that one shot. But to qualify
Can't
for it,
about that, right?
no.
But to qualify, you have
Yep.
to hit it. And you know, it was interesting. I was talking to one of the people that hit the money dot yesterday, and she was a little frustrated with her shot after shooting, and she actually missed the entire target because she kind of flinched. And you know, it was frustrating to her, but she said the best part about it was the kid that ended up winning was so excited that it almost brought tears to his eyes, and it was like it almost wiped away, you know, how embarrassing it was for her to have completely missed the shot and to, you know, have kind of stutter stepped there. So that's pretty awesome. You know, those are the experiences I love to hear and experience myself when I'm shooting. Puts me back in a good frame of mind.
for sure. Well, it looks like he shot this target well. He shot low 10, so that's not going to hurt his score. He won't pick up that extra point for the 11, but he's got a solid 10. And that's all. The white targets and the black targets are hard targets to shoot at because they reflect the shadows differently, and there's not a great reference on where you're aiming on that. So he shot that pretty well. So we want to give a big shout out to our #1 fans, Hunter Malacote and Easton Harris. So we appreciate you being our #1 fans. Looks like you're tuned in and watching the stream.
A to the ground.
I'm a little biased. I like Easton a lot. No, Hunter, you're okay too. No, Hunter's my son. We're going to shoot teams in Reading this year, so we're going to do well. And so this is a shoot that you guys, if you had the weekend off, this would be a fun shoot for you guys to come out and participate in. I'm kind of bummed that I'm not shooting it, that I'm sitting behind the counter and running around moving cameras, but we want to do this too because we want to show all these shoots in the Northwest. But this is a dream pro shop. You know, it's got the biggest range that you could, one of the biggest ranges in the Northwest indoors that I've seen, you know, for a pro shop, you know. All right, I think it's time to get, I'm not sure if anybody, there's a pretty big gap of shooters before any close targets are shot. I'm sure Heather and Kathy are getting tired of me, you know, filming them, but they are coming up on that raccoon and skunk at 3 yard shot. I think we'll skip them and let Sarah Hammond and that crew come through and shoot at it and see how they do. But we have to be rolling up on the end fairly soon now because they're drumming through this back 15 targets pretty quick. All right. It's a beautiful day here in Nampa, Idaho. It's 60 degrees outside and partly cloudy. Blue skies and clouds. It wouldn't hurt to be on the water today, but this is definitely a fun thing to be doing. And so if you just wanted to come and shoot for fun on a shoot like this, the adult 2-day is $55 for both days. So if that seems like a lot, you just got to think about what's happening here. It takes about 4 hours of shooting a day to go through these targets, and so in 8 hours you're going to spend $55. I'm not sure
what else you can do for
Yeah,
that.
I'm not sure what else you could do for that. You know, you can't play golf for that. You can't do anything else that's going to spend that much time doing something that you may love for that little bit of money. So,
well, and I mean the wear and tear that goes on these targets, you know, so he, you know,
you
which we have pointed
course,
out, as you can see there was a replaceable core. But they still cost money.
Well,
and
yeah,
so,
there's 30 targets out here, and well, there actually is more than 30 targets because the youth targets are some standalone targets. So there's probably close to 40 targets out here, and it represents probably $25,000 in targets that Endless Archery has purchased to put out here for this. So they have to recoup some of that at some point, and they have to keep those cores replaced to keep putting shoots on. Not to mention the wear and tear on the bells and stuff that they have and the maintenance they have on the shop. So, you know, if anybody thinks that you make money on these, we can tell you from experience, you don't make hardly anything as a pro shop owner because you're just wanting people to come into your shop and hopefully he's making a little bit of money at the cash register today by selling products of that little thing that somebody's been looking for they can't find. That's what we hope for is you're not making it on the range because his range this whole weekend is only paying him 30% of the purse, so that's not
true.
very much.
That's true because he is paying out.
He's going to have to replace, you know, $1,000 worth of cores, and that alone is probably going to be that.
We got to be careful because if Carl hears this, he may choose to not do the shoot again.
Yeah. We won't tell him. We won't tell him that he might not be making money. But that's the pro shop owner. I think he already knows that.
He already knows. He just wants to see people out here having a good time, enjoying archery. So we appreciate you watching along. If you have not had an opportunity to share this or any of our other videos with some of your friends who may be interested in how you spend your weekends, go ahead and, you know, share these videos like and subscribe to Archery Northwest so that we can continue to bring you more of these great events. We, like I said, enjoy being here and enjoy getting to represent and show the Pacific Northwest these different shops, these different shoots, these different archery clubs. But we can't do it if people aren't watching and aren't enjoying. Then it would be kind of pointless to do. So in addition to liking and subscribing Archery Northwest, please make sure to visit your local pro shop and see if they have something you cannot live without. I guarantee they probably do.
Right. So,
all right.
The next group after this, they'll be shooting that wallow and boar. So there's no one shooting it right now. So we're just gonna switch over and watch a bunch of archers shoot here.
So thanks, Amanda, for giving us some feedback, saying that you have enjoyed watching. We sure enjoy getting the feedback, whether good or bad. Obviously, the bad we'll take in and try to figure out how to make it better for the future. And the good just helps to keep us motivated to keep doing it. All right, we're going to do another quick commercial break. All right, so we will, as soon as they are done shooting here, we will end up just putting it on a quick little break. We'll stay still live streaming. We just will not be talking through. We may keep the camera just on the range as they finish tallying scores. May try to track down some individuals to do some interviews with. Who knows?
Yep. I think that'll be next on the agenda. So we'll start pulling some archers out here unexpectedly in their mind, and then see who we can sneak back here behind the counter. So I'm just going to go out there and tell them that you had a question for them, and then send them back here, and then they'll be stuck in an interview, but they will say no if I ask them. So if you want to see somebody that you've recognized out here, just let us know. We'll hunt them down, tell us what they're wearing or what they look like, and then we'll just sneak them back here and not tell them what we're doing until it's too late for them to say no.
If you're not shooting, please step back off the line. The judges are having a hard time seeing. Clear on the right, clear on the left.
We did sucker somebody in here. So tell me, who do we have?
Brent Hammonds.
Brent Hammonds, yes, we have been talking about you and your family multiple times this weekend. The rivalry between your two children is alive and well, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And are you shooting this weekend?
No, I shot yesterday, and today I'm just here to cheer the kids on.
Awesome.
Yep.
Okay, how are they doing today?
I think they're all doing good. They're
Yeah?
having fun.
Having fun. That's the most important part, right?
Yep, yep.
Good, good. And you shoot a compound bow yourself?
Yep.
Target style or more of a hunting setup?
Target. Yep.
Excellent.
Yep.
So one day, it's nice to have that option to just shoot one day,
Yep.
right?
Yep. Yep.
Good. So you can get out there and have fun, and then the second day you can just support the kiddos.
Yep.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, it's been fun watching them. They really, what they've been shooting for just about 2 years or so.
Yep. 2
Yeah,
years.
they are exceptional shooters and have put a lot of time and energy into their shot process, haven't they?
A lot of work. Yep. Yep. A lot of work.
And it's sometimes a lot of work for the parents too, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. Oh, man. Just make sure they're happy and having fun.
There you go.
Yep.
Good, good. Well, I appreciate you, Joe, sneaking you back behind here. Anyone that you want to say hi to while you're back here?
No, not really.
Okay, they're
Hi,
all
everybody.
here, right?
Hi, everybody.
To the world. Okay,
Too bad
awesome.
you're not here.
I know, for sure. So that's what we're trying to do, is to get the numbers up next year and to promote some of these other. You guys shoot out of Endless Archery, right?
Yeah.
That's your home shop.
Yep.
And so you guys participate in a lot of their buckle shoots, whether it's the indoor series or. Don't they have the Stars and Stripes
Yeah.
tournament and stuff like that
Yeah.
for the vets and stuff? So, perfect. So if you want to come hang out with the Hammonds family, this is the place to do it. Endless Archery.
Yep.
All right. Well, go root on your kids, and thanks for stopping in.
All right. Thank you. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I can't tell everybody what's going on before
All right, so that is always fun. You know, the parents are oftentimes the unsung heroes for the children. A lot of times they sacrifice the opportunity to shoot themselves so that they can support and encourage their youth to shoot. So well done to archery moms and dads throughout the world, not just the city,
the world.
but the world. All right.
The world, Craig.
If there's anyone that heard that and knows what that quote is from, maybe you could post that in the chat, and we can give you a little shout out. So,
Top flight security.
top flight security of the world,
Yep.
not just the city.
All right, I think they're getting ready to shoot now. So that bedded boar is one of them. I think he's. Yep.
Okay.
Oh man, he looks like he pile drive that. So.
Smoked that.
Yep.
So that was the gentleman in the all arrows.
All arrows or the arrow matters.
The Arrow Matters shirt. He's checking out his shot there. Mr. Colby will be stepping up next. So that is.
That looks
a
like it's center
smoke.
punched. Yeah. And so what we'll do after the last arrow goes down range, we're going to probably move. There'll be some people practicing and getting ready for the money dot shoot. So we'll catch the money dot shoot as well, but we'll go inside the pro shop while they're adding stuff up, and we're going to show you a little bit of the shop. I'll drag a camera in there, and we'll kind of see what's going on in the shop. So it's normal shop hours as well today. So customers are coming in that probably have never seen an indoor shoot at all, and they just happen to walk in today when it's happening. So it'll be pretty cool for them to be
All right. So
see their
Colby
interest in that.
just went to full draw there. And
Looks like he sent it right in there too.
Yep.
gunner. I don't think gunner's on the same target. It's the guy in the blue shirt right there is just went to full draw on the green hat. I think he's on the same target. Yep.
Just outside, it looks like.
Yeah, just a little bit right. So I can't tell if that hit a 10 or not. It probably did, from what I can see angle-wise. And then they've been shooting solid both days, so I'd imagine they always could find something that they would want to improve on. But they're doing, everybody's doing a great job. So I don't know, Megan, did Carl mention how many archers there were here this weekend?
I believe yesterday he said that they had about 78 or maybe in the low 80s. The number has slipped my mind, but I know it was more than they had last year. So
right, that's good.
That's awesome. And I did mention earlier in the live stream that today a little bit fewer shooters,
yeah.
But some one-day shooters. So some individuals who weren't able to shoot yesterday were able to come out today, and then some that couldn't shoot today only shot yesterday.
Yeah, it's not uncommon for Sunday to be a little less if the family gets together and they only have Saturday available because of either church on Sunday or some other plan, so they just only plan on shooting for one day to begin with. Yep. So Sundays at most shops, when they put a shoot on, are a little less people. So, all right, so we'll reposition the camera again, get a couple of different targets that we might not have seen. I don't think we've seen anybody shoot at the Money Dot Lion yet. The group we watched, they shot at the Mosquito because they were in the running for the buckle. And they wanted to try to get some extra points there because that's a small target to hit. So I'll try to shift the camera back over and see if anybody's ready to shoot that lion down at 50 plus yards.
Yeah, so like Joe mentioned, after they're done with the regular shooting round here, they are pretty quick to going into doing the shoot-offs for the Money Dot targets. So we will try to follow along with that as they do those shoot-offs. So it just depends on how many people shot the Money Dot today on how many will be in that shoot-off. So each day is a separate payout, which is pretty awesome. And they do set it up as winner takes all. So everyone who shot the Money Dot will have an opportunity to reshoot that target, and then closest to the center will take home the money. So Carl mentioned yesterday that many of the Money Dots are by anonymous donors. So that's pretty cool, just people who want to support the event and are not necessarily looking for recognition or sponsorship in order to do that. So if you are, in local area and you have a pro shop that is putting on a shoot and maybe shooting is no longer in the cards for you, but you want to support that pro shop and the efforts that they are making to provide archery experience for the community, consider, reaching out and seeing if there isn't some way that you can offer assistance, whether it be volunteering or assisting in a way to, as a monetary donation. Like we mentioned before, archery shops are not in the business of making big bucks. Most archery shops are just trying to provide a service, trying to help people get introduced to the sport of archery trying, obviously, everyone would like to make money and would like to be able to feed their families, but most archery shops are not looking for buco bucks. So any way you can support, whether it be volunteering and helping out at an event, I know as a fact for us at our shops, it is just always greatly appreciated. There is no way we could do the events that we put on without the help of our shop shooters, other customers that volunteer to help out. They just are essential in making events like this happen.
Oh, 1,000,000%. Yeah, I'm sure you mentioned Dana calling the line and running the line up on the. They've got a lift in here that he sits up on, so he has a good point of view, and he's watching those range officials, making sure that they can tell it's safe to start shooting. All right.
That seems to have some kind of
It's at an angle.
husk. No.
Yeah, it's
Husk.
it's a bore. And
Okay, so that's inside the insert for sure. Just looks like it's low at 6 o'clock.
yeah, it's a solid 10. It may be catching the 11 at the bottom. It's hard to tell from the angle, but I think it might be mid-ring 10.
All right, we've got a request to see if we can't find a Mr. Dean Hill.
Hill,
We got
okay.
red and gray jersey, and
In the
he
senior
may
class.
be in the senior
Oh, I
class.
see him
Oh,
right now.
I see him too. He
Yeah,
is very tall.
he's not going to hide very easy because he's about 6'5",
That
6'6".
sounds good. Yeah.
I'll
So-
lure him over here without letting him know what's happening for you.
All right, that would be great. So he's in the senior class. We'll see if we can't get some info on him before he comes over. So, yep, he shot, looks like yesterday, shot two under par. So that's good shooting. So it looks like he's just going up to the line now, getting ready to shoot. And then we will grab him when he is done. So it looks like on this board, there's another shot in there. Looks like, again, just low, but could be a solid 10. For sure inside that replaceable core. So I think people just need to come just a little bit taller here. So, and that one was just a little bit too tall. So that looks like it's right on the insert line. So that could potentially, I think it's still going to be an 8, but
All right. So, Megan, I'll let Dean know that you had a question for him. He didn't catch on, but Heather did because she was standing near her and she got lured in yesterday. So he goes,
okay.
he would love to answer a question from Megan, knowing what's going to happen here. So
okay. So
and he's at full draw right now.
don't have a good camera angle on him.
Not on
right
him
now.
right now.
I might have Robin Hooded. That's
Oh, what target?
number 10,
I'll see if I can zoom in on it.
11.
All right, so we have the opportunity to. Oh, can you, okay, Dean, we've got a request that you put the microphone on, and we're going live here. Dean, here is the camera, and you have fans. Did you know that?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, we've got Jason Lassiter.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so he's requested that we bring you back here to the booth and see how the day's going for you.
Nice. The day's going better than yesterday.
Okay.
Still have both of my mulligans, but I could have used them earlier if I would have if I would have thought it through. But it's going good.
Excellent. And where are you out of, Dean?
Boise, Idaho.
Okay, great. Is this your home shop that you shoot at, or do you shoot at Dead On?
Dead On in the mornings, but this is where we like to shoot the 3Ds and
Makes
the different
it nice,
things.
right?
Uh-huh.
Good. So yesterday was a tough day for you? Or,
Yeah, it wasn't
you were
the
only
best
2
day.
under.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was a good day, but I want to just give a shout out to Jason Lassiter. He's actually my teammate on our team.
Awesome. Okay,
and,
cool.
And he can't be here today because he got his ankle broke in the line of duty.
Okay,
anyways,
police officer or military?
He's a probation officer, but he was in the CERT team for the prison.
Okay. Well, Jason, we miss you being out here. Thank you for what you do.
Correct.
And hope you have a speedy recovery.
Yeah.
Awesome, Dean.
All right.
Well, good
thank you, and
talking
thank
to
you guys for doing this for us.
Absolutely. Go
All right.
have fun.
Thanks.
All right, so that's great to hear from Dean. A special shout out there to Jason. Do hope that you get to recovering quickly with that ankle. And again, thank you for the service that you provide. So we've got a shot here. It looks like Alicia has a robin hooded Beth's arrow. Now the hope is that both of those are inside the 11 ring. So Robin Hood, excuse me, is when one arrow gets shot through the back of another arrow. So oftentimes it breaks the nock and will go through. Sometimes if the arrow is larger than the arrow that it was being shot at, it may ricochet, and then you will end up getting lesser points than what you may have hit. If the second arrow shot is smaller than the original arrow, oftentimes it will break that nock and then actually go through the back. Some individuals use what are called pin bushings, and they have a little pin that sticks out the back of the arrow. This pin, it's almost kind of like the end of a cord here. So it's a metal piece, and then the nock is going to fit over here. So when you actually hit the nock, then it's hitting metal, and it's not going to then go through and enter your whole arrow. So pin bushing is a way that people will protect their arrow if they're shooting with a lot of good shooters, or they have the potential of having someone hit their arrow. It saves a lot more money to replace just the pin bushing than it does to have to replace the whole arrow. Because although that's cool that Alicia Robin hooded Beth's arrow, unfortunately Beth will no longer be able to shoot that arrow. And it's possible that Alicia's arrow is still fine.
Yeah, but Alicia's arrow is going to be fine, but Beth's arrow is no more.
It is toast. So that was pretty
and
cool.
Alicia told her that when she popped over to the table. She's like, I told her if she shot an 11, I'm going to Robin Hood it. and she did.
And she did. Well, good for her. Something else that's kind of fun, which I didn't know until a few years ago, was if you are at an NFAA sanctioned shoot and you Robin Hood an arrow in the highest scoring ring and you are an NFAA member, you can receive a.
It's a Robin Hood award.
It's a Robin Hood, yeah.
So it's like a certificate
Yeah, that's
showing
cool.
that
So-
you did it during the official.
So here is here's the arrow here. We'll come back. So here's the Robin Hood. So you can see this arrow is a little. This is hard to do. It's a little bit smaller than.
Yep, but it went right in the back and blew out her
straight
pin
in.
bushing and knock.
Watch your eye, Joe. Watch your eye. So
the arrow in the back can be pulled out and used again. It won't hurt it at all. It's like a soft landing pad, but the arrow in the front is done.
I'm going to show you. I was mentioning these pin bushings. So Alicia has one of these pin bushings on the back. So had Beth had that, it would have likely have just ricocheted off of this point and then probably would have missed the 11. But since Beth, I assume, had just a regular knock, it went right through the back, and it's just pretty cool.
It's cool. So there's a group of the, on target 30, were the line and the money dot, but they're going for the buckles too, so they chose to shoot at the mosquito as well. So there's a few arrows down there. I can't tell where they went because the Robin Hood happened, so we pulled off of that. But Brandon is about to shoot now. He's on the far side with the camouflage hat on.
Okay.
Try to watch his arrow impact. He's shooting Outlaw Division.
So again, the 11 is right in the middle of that V on, so
he shot in the insert, so I think he'll hit it. I think that's going to be a 5 because he's just outside of the 10 ring, or the 8 ring rather. I'm not sure where that lies. It's not a big ring at all.
Mm-hmm.
The reason that target's down there is because it just makes it that much harder to hit.
Oh, so I was just going to ask a silly question, but never mind, because I figured it out. That V is on his body.
That's his leg. Yeah, that's supposed to represent the legs.
Pat Finney just shot that. So
looks like a mosquito leg. And then Pat shot up on the leg there on the left side. And he probably got a 10 out of that.
I think
it might have been an 8, but I'm pretty sure that 10, because that target's only been made to shoot at somewhere around 15 or less yards. That is, that could possibly still be an 8. It could be out of the 10 ring, because I think the 10 ring's only like 2 inches round on that.
Okay.
All right. Last archer on that side. Oh yeah, that's solid. That might be a 10.
That's a 10.
You shoot a 10 on that, and I will go down and I'll put my finger up to show you a perspective. My whole palm will cover that insert.
Gotcha.
And to give you an idea, and I'm going to take, here, I'll do this too. I'll take an official chapstick.
Hey, don't lose that.
How do you know it's not mine? But this could be my chapstick. It may be Megan's. We'll see. But that chapstick's about a 1/2 inch in diameter out there. So what we'll do is we'll go down range, and then I'll show you the 11 compared to this, and the 11 will fit inside of that. So the people that are hitting 10s and 11 on that far of a target is a hard shot.
And let's just recap that on that mosquito, they get double the points. So whenever, because they opted out and to shoot the harder target. So the lion is actually the target 30, but they can choose to shoot that smaller target, and then they get double the points. So if they shot a 10 on there, they get 20 points added to their scorecard. If they, shot an 11, that's 22 points. So instead of gaining 2 points, they may have gained 6 points. So let's check in with Joe.
So we're sneaking down here to this 50-yard mosquito.
Where you go, John?
Giving you a perspective, I brought my or mine or Megan's, I'm not sure, chapstick down here.
So they're getting out the light to see the lines a little bit better there. Some close arrow calls, it looks like.
As much as you want, that line ain't that bad. Call him up. Okay. Close.
John. I got John.
John. Mulligan 8. He's a mulligan 8.
Aaron.
Aaron is a mulligan.
No. Oh, you didn't.
All right, there were a couple of people that shot at the lion on that too. It just couldn't see it from the camera's angle.
Okay. What is it, Tim? What do you got, Brandon?
Brandon is a 5, so he's a 10.
10. Let's mark it as a 10. Yep.
Yep.
That is a 16.
And
Is a 16.
all right, before you pull them, I just brought down Megan's chapstick to show how big the 10 and the 11 ring is. So I think the camera can pick that up now. So we showed it's about a 1/2 inch diameter for that 11 ring. So the 10 is maybe 1.5 inches. So my whole palm will cover that whole insert plus more. So it's a small target for that distance. So it's good shooting. Yeah. Yeah, one little hiccup and you're not even hitting the foam. So that's why they made it worth a little bit more if you shoot at it.
Thank you for doing that.
Fantastic shooting.
All right, we got another group that's getting ready to shoot, and I think they're deciding who's going to shoot. I'm going to try to reposition the camera a little bit to see if I can get the line in play too and the mosquito. I didn't realize there were some people shooting at both, so we'll try to move this over and see who's going to shoot at what on this target.
All right, so I believe we are coming close to finishing up the main shoot here, making it through all 30 targets for the day. Again, following this, we will go to the
All right, were you shooting at 30 or 29?
29.
Okay.
And after the money dot shoot-offs, we may take a quick intermission as far as our coverage goes. We may just kind of put it on hold until we do the announcements.
They're good. You guys shooting 30? All right.
So
Yeah,
if
Gunner said he's good
feel
too.
free to stay
Yep.
tuned.
So who's shooting at what over here? So what did you decide to shoot at?
I'm shooting at Skeeter.
Skeeter, all right. And then Virgil? Not decided yet?
Skeeter, whatever.
Too early to tell? How about you?
No boss.
Skeeter.
All right. So, and then I didn't catch his name.
That's John.
John's
I don't know
he's
what
shooting.
John's shooting at.
We'll see. So I got both of them in frame now. That's why I shifted it a little bit. I didn't see the last one. A couple of people shot at the lion.
Gentleman is going for the Skeeter
So we'll see.
here.
I got the lion on the practice, but that didn't count.
Right. All right, so yeah, John's going to shoot the mosquito too, so I think everybody's going for the harder target.
Did you get, when you ranged it, would you get 48?
Yeah, like 48.5.
Yeah, 49, because I'm a hole at the bottom.
Arrow went.
Try to shoot. Here's the funnel. That's the way it's got a mullet. Oh, right.
All right. So if he don't like his shot, he can shoot again if he wants to pay for a mulligan.
Good shot.
That made me tired, John. That thing looks small down there.
Hey, Proud. You're not really helping right now.
So John held for a decent amount of time, maybe getting a little bit shaky, and decided to let down. Joe helped the situation by saying, man, that target is tiny down there. So John was not appreciative of that. So let's see where his shot goes.
He's going to let down again. So he just let down again, and I do see the first arrow now. It's just right off the back side of the mosquito. So I was looking in the wrong direction. So let's see where John's arrow hits here. There we go.
All right, I heard foam.
Okay,
that's
so
the first step.
That's just outside of the
7 o'clock,
replacement
7:30.
cord.
All right, now you've made everybody nervous, John.
Go big, go home.
You got a mulligan though, bud.
Yeah, but it's 5's a 10, so
True.
so it's
Yeah.
you can't.
Yes, but only for points.
Yeah, but it's already 10 points, so it's held too
So
low.
you can hear them discussing how, okay, and that looks like probably a solid 8 maybe.
I saw a shadow go in at 11,
So
but that's a little dot to see that far.
again, they're
Yeah.
mentioning that a 5 would still be 10 points, which again, the high score on a normal target is going to be 11. So shooting an 8 would give us 16, 10 would give us 20, and 11 would give us 22 points. So they have just added this beautiful
I'm cool with
raw
that.
wood to the wall. Beth is taking off spare parts that she can reuse on other arrows. So she's taken her point off of her arrow, and then Alicia's knock off of the back arrow to then use on another arrow. So that was a great shot, just a little low on that mosquito.
All right.
So it looks like
Mike, that target's not that small. That target's huge, right?
Arrows.
Yeah.
One may be off.
Remember
on
how
the
pressure,
back
how
tail.
diamonds are made is pressure.
Okay, and that's
I didn't see that one.
at 12 o'clock as well.
I didn't see where it went.
So it looks like we've got one more shooter.
It felt good. It broke good.
For this,
It was online. I just couldn't tell if it was high or low once it apex, but it was online.
So I think I'm about 2 or 3 inches above the center.
Okay.
Dead in line, left to right.
Yeah.
No, you're fine.
One more shooter. And I believe this was the final target for this round. Like I mentioned before, we will go into the money dot shoot-offs. Following the money dot shoot-offs, we'll take a slight intermission break as they finish tallying the scores. And
Heard foam on that one too,
man,
Virgil.
so that's gonna be
It
an
looks like everybody's a
interesting
winner.
shot. I'm not sure what is
Of
gonna
some
happen
type.
there. We just lost.
Oh. I guess we picked the right one.
Good luck, Sean.
All right, sorry about that. So we lost feed on there, but there we go. We got it back up. So what we want to go see is how they ended up scoring, and I'm curious how that last arrow gets scored. So hopefully Joe will get a chance to go down there.
All right.
And,
So that
see.
is the last target of the day. So they'll figure out how many money dots were hit pretty quick, and then they'll get those shooters lined up so they can do a one arrow shoot off closest to the center to win whatever prizes were donated or cash was donated for the money dots. Now we're sneaking down here to the Skeeter here.
Curious if he'll see.
So remember, the points are doubled on this. So everybody that, yep. So everybody's a 10.
Everybody's 10.
All right. On that one, hung on. That was good.
It stuck on the tube.
Yeah, that made it. That made it right there, buddy.
So it did just skim the top. It took off a piece, but I guess it stayed hanging on. So that will get a normal score. Excuse me, a normal score of a 5, but with it being the double round.
All right, good shooting, guys. That wrapped up the day for you.
Yes, sir. Wraps it up.
All right, so
now we get to see how it plays out.
how many money dots today?
I got one.
You got one? Got one? So 4 people in the group shot one, so they'll be in the running for either whatever prize or cash that were donated for this. So yesterday there was 2 sets of strings and then I think $150 for 2 different money dots. Today it could be a different value in prizes, but we'll see what that turns out to be when Carl does the math on who all's qualified to shoot that. So we'll turn it back over to Megan, and then Megan, if you can catch Carl while he's standing there, you can ask him the money dots and see what the prizes are for those today.
Yeah, that's right. Carl, can you real
On behalf
quick,
of Endless Archery, thank you each and every one of you for being here today and yesterday. Thank you very much.
You said there were how many money dots?
So we have 4 adult money dots, adult and youth money dots, so they'll be combined. And then we have 3 prize dots or money dots for our littles. So
awesome.
basically our cubs, chicks, and peewees. So as soon as we get all the scorecards in, we'll tally up, get all the names of everybody that hit those dots, and we'll start our shootouts with our kids, and then go into.
Perfect. And those money dots range from.
So basically, we've got strings, sets of strings. We've got some of the money dots are like $150 cash.
Oh, that's awesome.
So we've got some great money dots today.
Cool. Well, that's good, and we'll look forward to seeing whether or not we can get certain footage, or if we're doing them all at the same time, we'll get what we can to give the viewers what they want to see. So
awesome.
Thanks
Sounds
again,
good.
Carl.
All right, thank you.
Go tally up.
All right.
So like I mentioned before, guys, so in this case, some of those money dots are prizes, like a free set of strings and cables. Again, it's opportunities for you to donate, to support your local pro shops, support your local archery teams, whether you're an archer yourself, whether you are an archery manufacturer. Offering that support will keep the local shops up and running. So it looks like I've got another guest here. We're gonna have her enter here and put on these headset here. So who do we have here?
My name is Brianna, the owner's daughter of Endless Archery. I have been shooting for about 5 years.
5 years. Awesome. Okay. Oh, you've got another microphone there. Okay. So another one of Carl's kiddos. And tell me your first name.
Brianna.
Brianna. Okay. Brianna, how'd you shoot today?
Well, I haven't been shooting often because I often hurt my arm pulling back the bow, and it was really hard for me to start shooting again, so I decided to give my bow to someone else who really needed it, but I got a new bow and I've been shooting every once in a while.
Well, that's great. That's awesome that you were willing to donate that to somebody who maybe needed it and could make good use out of it. Excellent. So is there something that keeps you busy when you're not doing archery?
Cleaning and organizing.
Okay.
Or babysitting animals. If you need any babysitting for animals, just call me. I'll be willing to babysit.
Okay, she's putting in a plug for her babysitting of animals. Okay, Brianna at Endless Archery is willing. What I heard is that you are willing to organize and clean.
Yes.
Okay.
I love doing that stuff.
Okay, well, Brianna, thanks for stopping in. We sure appreciate the time that your dad puts into running this shop. And I know it's a sacrifice for kids to have their dad be at the shop so much. We own an archery shop as well, and our poor son always felt like we were never home for him. So
That's how I feel with my dad sometimes.
sometimes it's like that, right?
Mhm.
But it too shall pass, and you'll get to spend good quality time with him in the future. So thanks, Brianna. Hope you have a good rest of your day.
You too.
Okay. All right, so that was Carl's daughter, Brianna, and she put in a plug for herself to let you know that she is available to babysit your dogs or cats
Awesome.
or other pets. So,
Awesome.
um,
Well, Cody,
we
come
will-
on around here.
You sure?
Yep. We're going to
We will,
talk to you about how your day ended.
see.
What
So,
happened in the middle of it.
okay, we talked earlier about our friend Cody. And Cody was coming in today leading the youth championship division. Is that correct?
Yes, it is.
Okay, and so tell us about your day, Cody. The highs and the lows.
So the highs, I shot a lot more 11s today than I did yesterday. And then I had a mistake. I accidentally misset my sight, so I missed a target. But I recovered from that with the double scoring target. 55 yards, so I
Was
tended
that
it.
the mosquito?
It was the mosquito,
Oh,
yes.
awesome.
So I decided to go for that one instead of the lion for the orange dot, because I already had gotten an orange dot today, my second orange dot, and I ended up getting that one, so I decided to go over to the fly and boost myself up a little bit, and I shot the 10 ring on there, and so that was a big accomplishment for me. So that bumped me back up, because when I came into it, I think I was leading 11 points ahead.
Yeah.
So that
yeah.
bumped me right back up to where I needed to be for the day.
Well, that's good strategy. So,
Thank you.
I mean, you have to kind of be really focused on the game and kind of know where you stand.
For sure.
A lot of people don't like to necessarily know where they are in standings, but in a game like the 3D game, it's important, isn't it?
It is. I don't always like to look at my score. It gets in my head sometimes. But with 3D, it's kind of that gamble. It's just like the ASA shoot, so you have to go for it or not. So
that's cool.
Yeah.
So I think it's really cool that they have that mosquito target out there, and it gives you that opportunity to double that score.
Yeah.
We got to see, some of the older, I won't say old men, but the older men, your dad included on the last target,
Yeah.
he shot that mosquito. So
Yeah.
they all got 10 points. They did not get 10s on the target to shoot 20 points like you did. So
yeah, thank you. I held
It
really
was
steady on that
exceptional.
one. So
Good.
the only reason I went for it today was because I didn't go for it yesterday. And on top of it, if you have a bad shot, I mean, why not?
Why not?
So
well, and what target did you shoot the money dot today?
Number 19.
Okay, that
So,
wildebeest.
I think that's a wildebeest. Yeah.
Okay, excellent. Well, we hope to see you then in the shoot off for the
Yeah,
money, and
that'll be
we'll
fun.
see how you do.
Yeah, thank you.
Awesome.
It was
Thanks
great
for
talking
coming
with
by.
you. Yeah, thank you.
All right, so another great young archer, Cody, giving us perspective of how it is to misset your sight in the middle of the shoot and feel like, maybe you've made a mistake, but knowing and capitalizing on the opportunities he had to shoot that mosquito and get those points back by shooting a good shot on the mosquito. So we will go to a little bit of a quick feed here as we take a little break waiting for what is it I'm trying to say?
For the
Joe?
money dot
The
shoot off.
money dot shoot-offs, that's correct. So we're going to take a little break here, and you can watch this little preview.
Good decision still. All right. We are back. They just are starting to figure out who tied for the money dot. So they're doing the youth money dot ties first. We're going to move to the camera and we're going to start trying to capture some of the shoot-off.
So it looks like that one was done very quickly. So they announced it and it was over. So the first money dot for the youth has been taken care of, $50 cash prize.
Well done, sir. Well done.
Wyatt Lintner, Kendall Holloway, and Tyson Holloway. All right, guys, when you're ready.
So it looks like in this case we have 3 individuals who are shooting. Looks like they're shooting the 1/3 scale elk here. Alright, that looks like just caught the dot. Okay, can't quite see that one. Okay, and that's just out. So it looks like the first shoot.
All right, guys, good shooting.
Is going to be closest to the center. I don't believe that. I believe it was.
This prize spot was for an arrow box. The winner is Mr. Wyatt Lintner.
All right, Mr. Wyatt Lintner with the win. And that was for.
Good shooting, guys. Great job.
For a second, I was like, which one's
Hey.
Good shooting.
Congratulations, buddy.
Good shooting.
Tyson, good shooting.
Nice.
Bro, I had
Good shooting.
nerves,
Job.
man.
All right, so we got Wyatt on this one?
Yep, we got Wyatt on this
What did
one.
he win on that one?
So
That was an arrow box. It'll
Arrow
hold,
box.
yep, hold 36 arrows.
It holds 36 arrows.
Alright. So that was
Okay,
here.
our last prize spot for our kids is the Wolverine. Again, I need Mr. Wyatt Lintner. This guy hit 3 of them. He hit all 3 of the kids' dots today.
Nice.
And Mr. Talon Ford.
All right, grandson.
All right, guys. Step up and let's see it. Make it happen. The Wolverine.
All right, so we're looking over at the Wolverine. Looks like we got 3 more kids that shot the. Nope, just 2 this time. Mr. Lintner shot all 3 youth money dots today. So first shot, ooh, solid. Mr.
Good shooting, gentlemen. Let's go check it out. For the $50 prize dot goes to Mr. Wyatt Lintner.
$50 prize dot, Wyatt Lintner.
All right, so Wyatt with another win on the money dot.
Hey, good shooting.
Good shooting. Wyatt.
Talon,
Both of
hey,
them looks like they were
great job on your first money dot, buddy. Great job.
left side. So, hey Wyatt, if you're listening, maybe give it 2 clicks. 2 clicks to the left and bring it right into the middle of the dot. Great shooting. You hit
Gotcha. Okay.
money dots today. That is outstanding.
All right, we're gonna go into our adult prize dot money dots. We are going to do the lion first. If I can have Mr. Greg Demers and Mr. Dylan Bemis.
All right, so it sounds like 2 people shot the money dot on the lion. I think part of that is because
We'll go
so
from right
many
here.
individuals were choosing or opting to shoot the mosquito to give the double point. So strategy played a little bit.
So gentlemen,
into
we're going to
that
be shooting
game
from
today.
right here in between like 26, 27 to give yourself a lane.
And
there.
so we will wait to see those 2 individuals. But again, I think some of the top shooters that were
No, you
maybe
guys can shoot separate.
in the running for
That's
the
pretty small window.
championship were choosing to shoot the mosquito on this target in an effort to get double the points. Paid off for the young man Cody that we spoke to just a little bit ago. He was able to earn some points back. Let's see if we can zoom in and oh, just outside. So just outside the dot is a solid shot. See if we can't focus in. And our second shooter stepping up.
This is a $150 money dot.
So
This is a $150 prize dot on the line here.
payout. So we're zooming in. Can he get closer? Oh man, so that looks like it's top of the dot.
Guys, those are 2 very,
the
very
other
nice
one
shots.
looks
Let's go
like
take a
it
look.
might be
Great job,
just
guys.
Out at 1 o'clock, it's too close for me to tell here. We will see as they go down range.
All right, so this prize dot was $150 cash. And that was, what did you guys have that range for? 50 on the dot. Perfect. So walking down here with me, I got, who are you, where are you from?
Dylan Bemis from Emmett.
Okay.
Greg Demers from Nampa.
Awesome, guys. Well done getting that money dot and hitting that. Let's see. Looks like we have Dylan Bemis. Looks like one just on the dot, just inside the dot, and one just a little out the top. So, Dylan, congratulations on that $150 cash prize.
Thank you.
Great shooting, guys.
Great shooting. So that is fun to see. It's always fun in a shoot-off.
Yep, so we got Dylan as a
when you
winner on
have
that one.
2
Excellent.
solid shots. So it goes to show you, you know.
$150 cash prize goes to Mr. Dylan Bemis.
$150 cash prize, Mr. Dylan Bemis. Thank you.
All right, so going to our next money dot, prize dot, is going to be our wildebeest. All right, so for the next money prize dot, if I could have Mr. Gavin Haney, Cody Stidham, John Hawking, Ryan Peterson, Jim Liebengood, and Paul Frederick. We are going to be shooting at the Blue Wildebeest.
All right, so that is the money dot there for the.
We're going to go from number
wildebeest.
22 here, and you guys can line up together, shoot individually.
This just goes to show you again when there isn't the option to shoot a double point scoring target, that there are more people who hit the dot.
So it looks like we got the guys up checking distances right now so that they're able to know what distance they're going to be shooting for that prize dot. We got a good group up here. Got 6 of them that hit it throughout the tournament today, so it should be a good shoot-off.
All right, so gentleman's got looks like a fast eddy.
So guys, if you're ready, feel free to step up. If you want to shoot more than one, you can shoot more than one at a time. So we have Mr. Paul Frederick up shooting right now.
Oh man, that's 3 o'clock.
That was a great shot.
Looks like it's jar licking on that 3 o'clock.
All right, next up we have Mr. Ryan Peterson.
That is an excellent shot. Let's see what Ryan can do here.
No, I ain't hearing my bus today. Missed them by a little bit. Nice.
Okay, so just outside the
Not a bad shot, a little left. Up next, we have Mr. John Hawking.
Out of the John is the one who really, really enjoys having attention brought to him. He was the one that let down a few times on the mosquito that Joe mentioned. The mosquito was a tiny target. He was not thrilled to be reminded of that. So John, with a little bit of personality there, let's see how he shoots. Okay, so just high at
Great left and right, just a touch tall.
So if you've never done a shootout or a shoot-off, it's a bit nerve-wracking. Frankly, you know, there's probably about 60 people here, and although every single person
All right,
may
now we
not
got
be
Mr. Cody
watching
Stidham up, one of our
you
youth
for
shooters who
sure
hit the money
feel
dot
like
today.
Everybody is watching you. So, you know, oftentimes people are like, how could they hit the dot the first time? You know, look, they shot, and it's like you have no idea the pressure that they're feeling when they're up there and everyone is watching them. So it's just a little different level. So it's a lot easier said than done when you're actually in and experiencing it. So Cody here is, I think, the only youth maybe today that shot the money dot. So we'll see how he fares. Still plenty of room in that dot. Okay, so just outside at 10 o'clock.
Great shot,
So
Cody.
First shooter still looks
Next up,
to
we
be
have Mr. Jim
holding-
Liebengood.
Still holding the top spot. So Mr. Jim is coming up here. Right. Ooh, and just
Good
low.
left and right.
Perfect windage on that shot, but a little low.
All right, our next youth shooter is Mr. Gavin Haney.
All right, so there was one more youth shooter. I did not hear that when he initially made the announcement, so it's good to see. Range finding, double checking his sight here to ensure he has it sighted correctly based off of his range, not just relying on the mark on the stake. So ooh,
That was a great shot, great shot.
Just
All right,
low.
our final shooter, I believe, is Mr. Andrew Pontius.
So Andrew stepping up here. So there is plenty of room in that dot. And also low. Also low.
All right,
So it
gentlemen,
looks
let's take a walk down range and see what we got going.
Looks like that first shooter is going to be the winner on this target. Again, I believe it was $150
Great shooting, guys.
Cash payout for this money dot. So
So what'd you guys have that ranged for?
51.
51. Okay. Wildebeest at 51. Some shot it for 52.
And as we talked yesterday, you know.
And who do we have here? Is that Mr. Paul Frederick?
Nice.
All right. Paul, that is winner of a custom set of on-target strings.
Okay, my
Congratulations.
apologies.
Great
So,
shooting.
Custom set of on-target strings for
The winner
winning that
of
shoot-off.
our on-target custom set of strings goes to Mr. Paul Frederick.
Miss it.
This is Paul Frederick.
Great shooting, guys. Congratulations. So I got somebody with me right here. Who do I have with me?
John Hawking.
Where are you from, John?
Meridian, Idaho.
Awesome. Where's your home range?
Oh, Endless Archery all day long.
We love it. We love having you here and appreciate you being a part of our tournament this weekend.
You couldn't ask for a better facility, better core people. I can't highly recommend Endless Archery more than anything.
Oh, we appreciate that, John. Thanks
Thank
for being
you.
here.
Awesome. So we didn't have footage on John and Carl there, but John just seems to have a great personality. Again.
All right, for our next prize money dot, we are going to the Buffalo. We got a good list on this one. I need Mr. Greg Demers, Mr. Dylan Bemis, Pat Finney, Virgil Dowell, Mike Stidham, Gunnar Reedy, Haley Fieldstad, Sarah Hammonds, and Bill Jones.
Okay, so this is a big money dot right here. So lots of shooters here.
Yeah, we'll shoot from number 10 here. All right, gentlemen and ladies, whoever is ready to shoot, feel free to step up. Sarah Hammonds, anything to say about the shoot-off?
Nope.
Are you nervous?
A little bit.
Little bit.
Just a little bit.
Just another arrow, right?
Yeah.
Just another arrow.
All right, so this
So Miss
is
Haley Fieldstad, how many targets have you hit this weekend for the money
wildebeest.
dots?
Okay, so just low,
Awesome.
just outside at 4 o'clock,
You gonna-
about an inch
You
out.
gonna take this one?
Yes.
Good.
First arrow's good.
Oh, he just center punched that. I mean, I think
Nice
that
shooting,
literally
Dylan. All right,
is
first shooter
the
was Mr. Greg
center
Deemer, second
of
shooter was
the
Mr.
dot,
Dylan
so
Bemis. Now we
great
have Miss
shooting.
Haley Fieldstad, one of our youth shooters in the tournament this weekend.
All right, Haley. That is going to be tough to beat. He pretty much took up the center of that target, so that's going to be a tough one to sneak another one inside of. But never say never. Let's see what Haley can do here. Solid shot by Haley, just outside at
Good
3
shot,
o'clock.
just a touch high. All right, next up we got Mr. Pat Finney.
There's an oldie but a goodie, Mr. Pat Finney.
Pat's pretty old. I don't even know if he can see that part.
I hear people making old jokes, but he's got no shame. This guy can shoot. So Pat Finney. Nerves of steel. He just drilled that
Great
inside
shot, Pat.
there.
Great
Not
shot.
sure if that's
We're gonna have a. It's gonna be
closer,
a fun one down there.
but those must be touching, or at least it looks like
Nope.
from here. Of course, I am not.
Next up, Mr. Mike Stidham.
Told you that guy is a solid shooter. Here we got Mike. Hey guys, save some for the other people. This is great shooting. They are putting on quite the show.
It's not a big dot, but you're going to have to reduce the size of it.
Quite the show.
Yeah,
so,
we're thinking prize dots maybe getting smaller.
So Sarah is stepping up here. There is still room in the target. However, you know, it's all about closest to the center, and it may be too close to call. So another great shot. Believe that's going to be just outside the others. We're going to need to get a little bit closer.
That was Miss Sarah Hammonds that just shot, so we have Mr. Virgil Dowell up at this point.
So Virgil is up next. Not sure if he's our last one or if we have another one coming up after him, but Virgil is going to take his shot at sinking it in the middle there. Oh, just out at 3 o'clock. These are excellent shots at that distance and under that pressure.
And again, one of our youth shooters, we have Mr. Gunner Reedy up.
Yep, Gunner Reedy. Okay, so another one of the Endless Archery youth shooters. Oh, man. Those are excellent shots.
Good shot.
So
Left, right,
just
good.
outside on that one. But again, solid shooting.
Next up, we have Mr. Bill Jones.
By all these individuals. Bill Jones coming up full draw here. Oh my. Okay, so that one you heard.
Beautiful shot.
You heard
little carnage
the smack.
downrange. Think that's everybody for the dot on this one?
You heard
All right,
the
everybody,
smack
let's
of
head on
other
down.
arrows on that one. It will be exciting to see who pulls out this win.
Closest to center will be the winner of the dot.
That is some absolutely exceptional shooting.
Several arrows. It's going to be interesting to see what we have down here.
It may be in some cases that it is too close to call. If that's the case, oftentimes they will do a reshoot for those
So Mr. Grant Hammonds,
individuals.
what do you think of that shoot?
That was fun. It was definitely difficult, but it was fun.
Good,
for sure.
good. All right, so taking a look here. On the black diamond in the middle of the target, we have, I believe, Mr. Dylan Bemis, right? Dylan, fantastic shooting everybody. That's a fantastic job. Great job, guys.
All right, so Dylan Bemis with the win. I believe, again, that's his second money target on the day.
Our prize dot for the Buffalo is a Stan Axis hunting release to Mr. Dylan Bemis.
And
we don't have a dot on the.
all right, and that money dot was a Stan Axis hunting release, and Mr. Dylan Bemis wins that money dot.
For the next shoot.
Excellent shooting.
You want to walk? Can you walk that money dot over to the sable for me?
Okay. See if it'll stick.
All right, so believe that's the last money dot.
Here's your prize.
Or actually, I apologize. I think there
buddy.
might be one
Nice shooting.
more money dot before we finish tallying
How
up
many do we have in the
stores,
dot down
taking
there?
a break.
4 or 5?
4 or 5, yeah.
4 or 5 arrows in the dot. Dylan, what'd you range that for?
Everybody was in the 10 and 11 range.
50, another 50-yard money dot. Excellent.
Great shooting. Great shooting.
We just heard it. He was right.
Dylan beat his ride. It's taking him to Reading, but now Dylan's walking for winning the money prize dot on that one. So nice shooting, Dylan. All right, our last money prize dot is going to be on the Sable. If I could have Mr. Tyler Hill, Alicia Hall, Greg Demers, Greg Hudson, Brandon Rogers, and Pat Finney.
All right. So the final money dot shoot is coming up. Got about 6 individuals who shot the money dot during the regular tournament here today.
We're going to go here from 6. 6 and 7. What's that?
What's the yardage then?
We got, hey, Pat. We're going to go from 6 and 7 here on the Sable. We're going to move you around a little bit.
So
we'll make it real interesting.
It is Carl's choice as you put on the shoot that you can choose which lane people are going to shoot from. So therefore, it's not the exact same shot that they shot during the regular scoring. So the yardage will be a bit different. The angle will be a bit different. And we'll see how
So
this
looks like first up we got Mr. Greg Demers getting set.
Okay, first up. Ooh, just
That's a
low.
great shot.
Good shot.
Touch low.
Definitely a good shot, but did leave some room in the dot there for others to
Next
hit.
up, we got one of our bow hunter specialists, Mr. Brandon Rogers.
All right, doing a little range finding to determine the appropriate distance. Brandon's about ready to go to full draw here. Ooh, just high. I believe that
Another great
one
shot.
is inside.
Good shot, Brandon. Great
Closer
job.
to the center than the first shot.
We got Mr. Pat
but
Finney
we
up
will
again on
see.
a.
So Pat noticing there was a damaged knock or something on that last arrow that he tried to attach to his bow, so he made a good choice in putting that one away and grabbing another arrow. Apparently Pat broke all of his arrows today, so we're seeing if if he can find a shootable arrow. Now he's going to
Mr. Pat
get...
Finney's figuring out if he's got any arrows left from being hammered all weekend.
I'm just not sure his old eyes can determine whether or not the knocks are broken or not. So let's see how Pat does here. Okay, just out at 4 o'clock.
Good shot, Pat.
Looks like it might just be a
Next
little
up,
bit
Mr. Greg
further
Hudson.
out of the target than the other two, but still an excellent shot. All right, and Greg is coming up on full draw here. All right, and that looks like a solid
Good shot, Greg.
8. Still inside the core, but will not
Next
be
up, one of our lady
taking-
shooters, Miss Alicia Hall.
will not be taking the money home today.
Let's see what Alicia can do here. Ranging, double checking her distance here. Now Alicia is the one that did Robin Hood, her friend Beth's arrow earlier today in the 11. So we know she can shoot. Let's see if the nerves get to her at all or if she remains calm, cool, and collected. Oh, just high on that one. So it's either a matter of, you know, she may have got the wrong yardage. She may have pumped
Next on the shooting
her
line, we
shot
have Mr. Tyler
after.
Hill.
She may have misset her sight. Could be a number of things. Frankly, it might have just been a bad shot because sometimes we all have those. So great job, Alicia. And let's see what this gentleman can do, because there is still room in the middle of that target. Just out at 10 o'clock.
Good shot. Is that everybody? All right, let's go take a look, everybody.
So it's time to go down and see which of those first two shots, I think, are going to be the ones that take the money home. But we won't be able to confirm until they go down and get a closer look there.
Tyler, how was the shoot off?
It was pretty good. That was my first one ever, so I was trying to hold off a little bit low just because I got a low range, and I think I didn't compensate enough. So I think I ended up a little high.
Not too bad, though, for being your first shoot off.
Yeah, no, it was extra pressure and fun to do.
Excellent. So we'll wait to hear.
Well, looking at the edge of the dot there, who is this? You, Greg? Yeah. Mr. Greg Demers. Congratulations. Nice shooting.
All right,
And
Greg
that was for
Demers with the win.
$150 cash prize. Great shooting. Great
$150
job, everybody.
cash prize goes to Greg Demers. Good shooting.
Winner of our $150
and great
cash
shooting
prize
to
is Mr.
all
Greg Demers.
of those that hit the money dot.
Can you thank all of our sponsors and those that donated to the tournament? So, Greg, you ended up winning that prize dot.
Yes, sir.
How many were you in?
I was in 3. I got 3 out of the 4, and my son actually won as well. So 150 for me and $50 for him.
Excellent. Not too bad. Walking
Awesome.
away $200 between the two of you for a weekend. Great job, guys. Congratulations.
Thank you.
There you go. So that father-son came
So
to
that
play
concludes
today.
our prize money dots for today. So we're going to get back to our scores and make sure we get everything squared away for our words.
Excellent. Thanks a lot, Carl. Appreciate that. And what a fun way to end the shoot and to give people something to do while people are still tallying the scores and getting the final results of the tournament. So that father-son duo came in. I think they may have, I don't know if they shot both days or if they just shot today, but they may have paid $50 to play for the day, and they went home with $200. So the family made $150 today. Not a bad way to play today. So we will take a small break here, and we'll wait for the scores to get tallied and the results to be determined.
Yep, they're almost ready. So we're going to steal the backdrop from behind us here, put it out facing back from the range so you can see the 3Ds behind it, and then we'll get set up for that too. So we'll stay live. We'll just show the range and moving around a little bit, and then go from there. So we need to move this, Megan, and put it in front of the targets.
want to sneak by, Megan?
No, but I don't know. I thought it's nice to hear it in a very easy way to understand.
Oh, good. So it's good feedback.
No, but I know.
It is a lot. I feel like not wanting to get because I was like, oh my gosh, I feel like I already said all this stuff like 5 times yesterday. But really intently, yes. Yes, because he's talking movie. And it wouldn't be, and I was trying to look to see. Yeah. Oh, it was here? Yeah. It wasn't on here. Yeah. Listen, on it? No. Because I heard you did pretty good. I usually pretty good at dang, I didn't slip. Okay, but it's there, it was much better. Yeah, but we still have to kind of have it put it on school so that the range was not like further down and it just gets too much water and then
Wrapping up the final scores for the shoot, and we stole the backdrop from behind us because we're going to use that for the presentations for the awards and the medals. And go from there. So just hanging on, we appreciate that. I want to see who won in each of the divisions. So that'd be pretty cool. Megan's taking a quick break. She's talking to somebody. And we got it set up. We'll put a table in front of their banner, and we'll get it from a couple of different angles there. And then watch the presentation. Now, the one we're going to use is a demo model of what they're going to receive, except for it's going to be engraved with their name on there too. So we use always buckles. They're out of Texas. They're a great company. They do a great job with the buckles, and they turn them over pretty quickly. So these archers will be and it's prestigious to wear it on your quiver. So when you put a buckle and a buckle shoe, there's a lot of competition that shoes.
and it helps that I have that blue background, you know, on it, so it's like
over 80 archers that had been here today, yesterday, so when a buckle, people will put that on the bow to connect with the to keep it on the wrist, and you'll see those videos. Getting set up right now.
yeah, I think that was a good interview.
We know whose this is? Okay. I'm just going to slide this back down.
Quiet. We had turned off the speaker, so it wasn't picking up a bunch of racket in the background. So I think when I turned it back on and started talking again, they should have taken care of that. So if it's still not putting any audio out, somebody lets us know. That'd be great. We're good to go now.
All right, so we're just getting some feedback there.
While they were doing the shoot-off, they were finishing tallying up the scores, so it won't be long now. So we'll appreciate you guys hanging on to the end here.
All right, everybody, pull up the chairs and let's get ready. We'll start the war here momentarily.
Hurry up, Tom.
So we're going to pass a mic on to Carl since he's going to be commentating who's pulling up for the awards. Make sure he's.
Oh, we get this again, huh? All right, first of all, we want to thank everybody for coming out to our 3D Open buckle shoot this weekend. It's always a fun time when we can get this many people together shooting archery and being a part of the sport that we love. And we really appreciate the support from all those who've come out to support us with the shoot. So thank you to everybody. If I could just give each other a round of applause. Also, real quick, I want to give a huge thank you to the Endless Archery pro staff and staff for helping set this event up. It definitely takes more than a couple people to put on an archery shoot. So if we could give a round of applause to our pro staff and those that helped set this up. Thank you. We're going to go ahead and get started with our awards today. One of the things that we are doing is we want to have, for those that have placed first place, so you're aware, we have one buckle, okay? And you're probably going, great, why does he only have one buckle? These buckles are custom made specifically for you with dates on them and stuff, so we order them as soon as we know who wins so that you get your own customized buckle, all right, with dates and stuff on them. So usually takes a few weeks to get them here, but as soon as they get here, we will get them to you, all right? We're going to go ahead and start out with our chicks girls. We did have more than, we had three. We had one that wasn't able to come back. So second place in our chicks girls is Miss Paisley Liebengood. So just so you're aware, this is Miss Paisley Liebengood. She is actually home. Oh, what happened here? Oh, she is actually home ill. So if you would please give that to her. Okay. And first place and the winner of our buckle for our chicks girls is Miss Kaz Byers. Great job. All right, next, we are going to do our Cubs girls. Hope you all know we always do ladies first here, so I hope nobody gets offended by ladies first, okay? Kelly, chill. All right. Third place in our Cubs girls division, Miss Riley Eversole. It looks like Miss Riley Eversole has left and is not here, so we'll save that for her. Second place in our Cubs girls division. I hope I pronounce this right. Please forgive me if I don't. Miss Annalicia Espino. Good. Congratulations. Do you mind hanging out up here for a little bit? Okay, you want to come over here? We'll get a picture with you. I'll have you here for 1 sec for me. And first place in our Cubs girls division and the winner of our buckle is Miss Kendall Holloway. Congratulations. Want to hold that? Yep. If you want to slide in here. Congratulations, ladies. Okay, we're going to move on to our young adult ladies division. Third place, Miss Elena Espino. Congratulations.
I think I placed.
Great job. Great job. You want to get a picture here real quick? Awesome. Okay. Second place in our young adult ladies division is Miss Haley Fieldstad. Congratulations.
Thank you.
That for you. Come up here and get a picture. And first place for our young adult ladies division and the winner of our buckle and champion, Miss Sarah Hammonds. Congratulations. Get that. Awesome. Ladies, can we get a picture with you together? Congratulations, ladies. Great shooting. Let's see. What else do we have? Let's see. All right, so next up in our divisions, we have our women's senior class. Third place in our women's senior class is Miss Deanna Pittman. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Here's that for you. Oh no, you gotta wait. You gotta wait. We got more pictures for you. All right, second place in our women's senior division, Miss Beth Bivens. Congratulations, Beth. Great job. Great shooting. Here's that for you. Picture with you. Oh. I need a picture real quick. Come here. Come here. Come here. Congratulations. And first place in our women's senior division, and the champion who gets to take home the buckle, Miss Alicia Hall. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Good job for you. Here's the buckle for you to hold. Congratulations, ladies. We can get a picture with you guys together. Congratulations, ladies. Congratulations. All right, so we're going to our women's open division. Third place in our women's open division is Miss Leslie Doughty. What's that? Wow. Guess I need to go a little bit longer. All right, second place in our women's open division, Miss Kathy Dowell.
Yep. Ask the ladies.
Congratulations. All right. And first place in our women's open division and buckle champion, Miss Heather Allen. Congratulations, Heather.
I appreciate it.
Congratulations. Congratulations, ladies.
Thank you.
All right, we are going to move on to our chicks boys. So we're going to go back to our youth division for a little bit. And we're going to start with our chicks boys. Third place in our chicks boys. So these are the youngest, well, one of the youngest groups upcoming, as well as our chick girls that are that next generation of archers. So we're excited to have them out here and see them shoot. Third place in our chicks boys, Mr. Brent Watson. Congratulations, buddy. Okay, now I'll get down. Good shooting, buddy. Can you stay up here for me? I don't know why everybody wants to run away so quick. I'm not that scary. All right. Second place in our chicks boys division, Mr. Riker Reedy. Good job, buddy. Congratulations. All right, come up here. Come here. No. You don't kneel down. What are you doing here? Good job, buddy. All right, and our buckle champion for our chicks boys in first place, Mr. Tyson Holloway. Hey. Good job, buddy. Oh. Can you hold this too?
Good job, Tyson.
Okay, all right. Can you guys come in here and stand next to Tyson? Riker, come over on this side. Congratulations, buddy.
Thank you.
Very good. Oh, yep, we gotta get that in there. Just don't let that fall out because it will fall out.
Yeah. I don't know where to look.
Great job. Okay, guys, come jump in here with them. Congratulations, gentlemen. All right, moving on to our young adult men. In third place, we have Mr. Colton Williams. You got to smile. So, real quick, first tournament, right?
3D, yes.
First 3D tournament with a compound.
Mhm.
You came over from
Recurve.
Recurve.
Yeah.
Great job. Great shooting. Congratulations. Second place in our young men's division, Mr. Gavin Haney. Congratulations, Gavin.
Thank you.
You go, come over here and get a picture with you real quick. Great shooting. And our buckle champion for our young adult men's division is Mr. Gunnar Reedy. Great shooting, buddy.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Yep.
Good job, Gunner. Great job, Gunner.
Great job. You guys mind getting in here for a picture real quick with him? In the middle there. Congratulations, guys. Let's see. So we are going to go into our men's master senior. So this division are gentlemen who are 65 plus, who have, most of them have been a part of archery for a lot of years, and they have passed down a lot of information. So we appreciate them for being a part of this and for the impact that they've had on the archery community, because I know each one of them has made an impact on a lot of people in their shooting. So third place in our men's master senior division, Mr. Virgil Dowell. Congratulations.
Roll, that is.
All right, second place in our men's master senior division, Mr. John Hamill. Congratulations, John. Is that for you? Congratulations. And our buckle champion for our men's master senior division, Mr. Pat Finney. Well done, Pat.
Yeah, thank you.
Is that for you? Oh, all right. That for you? Gentlemen, you mind the picture?
Yep.
Congratulations, guys.
Thanks.
All right, moving to our men's senior division. Third place goes to Mr. Greg Hudson. Congratulations, Greg. Thank you, bud. Appreciate it. Get you over here for a picture, sir.
That's right.
Congratulations. Thank you. Second place, Mr. Bill Jones. Congratulations, Bill.
Sir.
That for you. And first place and our buckle champion for the men's open senior division, Mr. Dean Hill. Congratulations, Dean.
Thank you.
Here's that for you. Oh. I know, I was going to ask him to kneel down. All right, gentlemen, if we can get a picture with you guys in here. Congratulations, guys.
Thanks, guys. Good shooting. Thank you.
Great job. All right, in our men's bow hunter class. All right. Thanks, Joe. We need tape to know where we need to stand, so. All right. Okay, men's bow hunter class. Third place, Mr. Chris Reichert. Congratulations, Lefty. This is for me. Oh, leave it to a plumber. Congratulations.
He did it.
Second place in our men's bow hunter division, Mr. Brandon Rogers. Great job, Brandon. Congratulations.
Thank you. Am I supposed to X this?
Yeah, I guess yeah. Joe's making a stand on the tape.
Okay. You look scary.
Congratulations. And our first place in our men's bow hunter division and buckle champion, Mr. Tyler Hill. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Here's that for you. Congratulations. Good job, Tyler. Gentlemen, can we get a picture with you guys in here? Congratulations, guys. Thanks, Tyler. Great job. I guess you're taking a little something extra with you.
There's too much dust on the gun.
All right, so we just did our bow hunter class. We're now moving on to our outlaw class. So our outlaw class is a little different from the traditional bow hunter in the fact that with a traditional bow hunter class, you've got 5 fixed pins, no magnification, 12-inch or less stabilizer. Our outlaw class is basically designed for those that don't shoot at like an actual traditional bow hunter setup to be able to shoot anything that's legal in the state of Idaho. So we opened it up and created another division for those to shoot in. Our third place in our men's outlaw division is Mr. Ryan Peterson. Second place in our men's outlaw division goes to Mr. Jonathan Davis. Stand right there. Stand right there. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
And our buckle champion in our men's outlaw division goes to Mr. Paul Frederick. Congratulations. Great job.
Good job, Paul.
Congratulations. All right, gentlemen. Congratulations, gentlemen. All right, moving on to our men's open division. Basically, almost anything goes in this division, so these guys are using anything available on the market to compete with. Third place goes to Mr. Colby Cameron. Congratulations, Colby.
Thanks, bud.
Get a picture with you.
This way,
Second place in our men's open division goes to Mr. Mike Stidham. Congratulations.
He's my dad.
Good job,
Good job, Dad.
And first place in our men's open division and buckle champion, we have Mr. Ethan Reichert. Congratulations, Ethan. Great job. That for you. Congrats. Thank you. A picture with you guys in there. Congratulations, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Do we have the Yukon Congratulations. Who's that for you? And Mr. Garrett Littner walks away with, what do we got here, 42 bucks. Whoops. Who's that for you?
Garrett's buying dinner.
Congrats. Second place in our young adult championship division, Mr. Grant Hammonds. And Mr. Grant will walk away with $63 payout today. Congratulations, buddy. That for you.
You can hold the other side.
Let me hold you.
All right, and not only for the payout, but also the buckle. Our championship young adult is Mr. Cody Stidham. Mr. Cody will be walking away with a $105 payout today. And the buckle. I'll hold this side. You can hold the buckle there. Good job, Cody. Congratulations. Okay, you guys all get in here together.
And for those young ladies interested, he'll be available for autographs right after this.
Congratulations, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Thanks, Carl. You're very welcome. All right, so last division we have is our men's championship division. So third place for our men's champion division and an $88 payout goes to Mr. Kelly Ford.
Big check. Good job, buddy.
Congratulations. Thanks, sir. Second place with a $132 payout in our men's championship division, Mr. Jason Benner.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
we're going to stand on the tape.
Good job. That for you. Thanks a lot. Outside for you. Great job. All right, and our buckle champion as well as a $220 payout. First place, Mr. Dylan Bemis. Congrats, Dylan.
Thank you.
Great job.
Good job. You had a lot of hardware here to hand you.
Yeah.
Make sure it's all upside down.
Congrats. All right, gentlemen.
Stay right there, Dylan.
Congratulations, guys. Steal that buckle from you, Dylan. Just real quick, again, thank you to everybody that came out that supported us. Congratulations to everybody that shot. It was a lot of fun. We want to thank Archery Northwest for being here as well, who has done our... Seeing them do their video work and being able to live feed our shoot here. From my understanding, we had people as far as New York watching what was happening here in the shop today and seeing everybody shoot. So again, congratulations. Thanks to all that helped out. I want to give a special thanks to Mr. Dana up who called for us. Yes, and I want to thank our cooks this weekend for lunch. We have Brent, and then my father also was here, and those that helped out there. Thank you all. Also wanted to give us another special thanks to our range masters who helped downrange with the money dots, making sure everything stayed safe. Kale, I miss Naomi Rogers. Thank you so much for your help this weekend. We do have other shoots coming up. We've got a couple coming up here. We've got one in August. We've got one in October. And then we are working on putting a couple others together. We might have one a little earlier than those. So be watching our website, Facebook page. And again, thank you to all. We appreciate you all being here. So.
And last but not least, a big thank you to Carl Holloway and his family for providing such a fun facility. And Randy Sewell for
All right, so that's going to do it for us here at Endless Archery on this 3D open buckle shoot weekend. We appreciate you guys tuning in. Again, we are Archery Northwest. We look forward to seeing you at our next shoot. And thank you, Endless Archery, for welcoming us into your home. Till next time.